Baseball is a widely known sport that has been played by children and adults all across the world, professionally or locally. Since I was little, I've wondered where baseball originated from and when it became a famous sport. Baseball originated before the American Civil War as rounders, a game played in sandlots locally. Baseball came of age in the 1920s when Babe Ruth led the Yankees to a World Series. From there, baseball became really popular because of the impact professional baseball players had on their community. Although baseball was beginning to be a popular sport, there were still many challenges that had to be faced to make it the sport we all know now. While baseball is a loved sport by all, there were many challenges the sport faced. Racism was a huge problem when baseball became popular because it started to make the sport less popular with different races. Baseball was a sport that people thought only white men could play. They were extremely racist and didn't even let African Americans have a chance to play professionally. Finally, they decided to give African Americans a chance because it was starting huge problems in big or small communities. As the game started growing, they moved away from racism after Jackie Robinson, one of the very few African American men, played professional baseball. Jackie Robinson made an impact on baseball's history and was so good that baseball eventually moved from racism completely. The sport began to gain its popularity back slowly after racism stopped, but there were still many challenges that had to be faced. Although baseball was a popular sport, there were still advancements that needed to be made to make the sport perfect. For example, you used to have to win by getting 21 aces or runs, but now they just play for a full 9 innings, and the team with the most runs wins. More advancements were ahead with new rules and even changes in their equipment. Baseball teams didn't even have to touch the bags until 1864, when they also introduced foul balls and fly catches. Even equipment has changed over the years and has progressed tremendously. Baseball bats were to be 2 3/4 inches in diameter and no more than 42 inches long. Now, baseball bats can't even be more than 2.61 inches in diameter and has to be one solid piece of wood. Baseball and baseball gloves have been changed to meet the requirements of the MLB along with multiple other rules. For example, as of 1975, baseballs have to be covered in cowhide due to the shortage of horses, and baseball gloves can be no more than 7 3/4 inches wide and have to be filled with leather webbing or backstop. Although one of the most important changes of all time in baseball history were statistics. Statistics were one of the major impacts on baseball and probably played one of the most important roles in baseball's fame. At the time, sports with stats were rare and made baseball one of the most interesting sports at the time. Knowing the player's stats and how well the athlete played, people in the community could now make bets with others on how well they performed. Stats changed the history of baseball and made the sport super famous and well known across the world. In conclusion, baseball has made so many changes that it took them almost 159 years to perfect baseball and are still making advancements to the game. From 1857 to 2016, there's been at least 2 rule changes each year. Baseball has been one of the most accomplished sports ever and has made more advancements to their game than almost any sport and will always be an important sport in history. Thank you.